Hi, in this video I'm going to explain getting gyroscope data with EP animations and hopefully soon EP latencies using the Phyphox iPhone and Android app. Phyphox is an app made by a German university. It's free to use. It has a lot of functions, but we only need one of them for this, and we can combine it with EP animations to show how the head moves during a recording. This is only useful with goggle recording at the moment. I haven't found a useful way to integrate it with phone recording, mainly because you need two phones for that. But using goggles such as the Vesticam, this can work quite well. So like I said, the Phyphox app is free to download in the App Store or the Google Play Store. Not all phones have a gyroscope function, so be careful with that. Older phones, I have an old Android phone which doesn't have a gyroscope. Obviously then it doesn't work, but most modern phones should be able to handle this. In this video we're mostly going to talk about how to pair the gyroscope and connect it to your computer and make sure that it's properly calibrated. There's another version of the gyroscope available coming up soon as well, and how they work outside of the setting up is identical. So that'll come soon, hopefully. Once you've got the Phyphox app downloaded, you open up on your phone. So you can see here we're in iPrecision. This is version 3.0.2, and on the left there we've got a shot of what my phone's doing. This works in the new iPrecision with built-in mode, and here you want to choose Phyphox as the gyroscope mode, and you'll see here the options. What you then need to do is open the app on your phone and choose the gyroscope rotation rate option here. That opens up like this, and what you need to do is tell it that it's allowed to communicate with your computer. So you push on the three little dots at the top right, and then the enable remote access button. That'll open up a security warning. Just click OK, and then when the security warning is gone, it'll give you an IP address down at the bottom, and that's what you need to fill in here in EP animations. It changes depending on the network you're on, if you're moved to a different environment, or if sometimes it changes just periodically. But check what's on your phone, fill it in there, and click connect. And what you'll see first is this orange warning that it's connected, but it's not yet started. You need to press the play button at the top on the app on your phone, and then you'll see that it starts measuring and the little dot turns green. When your EP Animations program is connected to the Phyphox app, next thing you need to do is let the program know which direction of gyroscope movement, so X, Y or Z, is related to which head movement. So we have a calibrate function here for this calibrate axes button. So what you need to do here is to put on the goggles, in my case Vesticam, and tuck the phone in. Doesn't matter exactly where, that's what the calibration's for, but I tend to use it with the screen facing outward at the back of the head. You might need to tighten the strap a little bit so it doesn't slide around. That depends on the user. But once you've got it tucked in there, then you can go into this calibration phase. And what this is then going to do, it will tell you which head movement to make. It will measure what the sensor then tells you during that movement. So we've got three main head movements. Once we start the calibration, you see on the gyroscope here, it's reading the data. It's start calibration, and it's going to tell me to nod my head up and down. So I press start nodding my head, and you can see that the X changes the most. Then it tells me to shake my head left and right. So we do that, and it affects the Y axis. And finally, it tells me to tilt my head side to side, and it affects the Z axis. So here you can see that the program now knows, okay, so pitch up and down, so the X, your rotation, so the sensor is the Y axis for the gyroscope, and roll, lateral flexion, is the Z axis for the gyroscope. You can save those settings, and if you always put the phone back in the same position, so back of the head, screen facing outward, or whatever you prefer to use, then you don't need to recalibrate afterwards. The same settings will be used in the future. And then you can continue to use EP animations in the same way you normally would. and the data will be saved automatically. As always, if you have any problems, questions, suggestions of ways you'd like to be able to implement this, you can contact me at support@iprecision.com. I'd love any suggestions, or if you need any help, please let me know. Thanks.